Hey everyone. Oh, the bed was quite squeaky there. Hey everyone, Chalk here, and today we're doing a review video. It's been a while. It's been a while. I know all of you are dying for Toy Story, but that's coming soon, don't worry. I went to Comic-Con recently, I bought two things, this and that. I'm also getting really into the horror genre at the moment, so that's exciting, which is why today I'm going to be reviewing an Art the Clown figure. Where the hell is it? Okay, I found it. This one is from Terrifier 2. And this box watches me sleep at night, and it's terrifying. That's why it's called Terrifier. I'm gonna get him out of the box, we're gonna look at the box, and then we're gonna look at the figure. I do want to use a blade to take the plastic off so I can keep the box on the shelf, which is getting pretty packed at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna review it. That's the video. All right, everybody, here we've got the box. It's pretty cool. That's right, I took the figure out with so much grace. Look at it. I mean, you can display that perfectly. I have to hold it like this because I positioned the camera terribly. This is a really cool box. We got Art's nose, which is the biggest thing on here. I mean, he's got a pretty big nose. It's even got this little dot because he's got a dot on his nose. He's got the blood all over him. They got the hat. I mean, it's very cool. This is the eye Poppin Art the Clown. I know there's also one where he's wearing sunglasses from this line. And the manufacturer, Trick or Treat Studios. Please focus. Trick or Treat Studios. Hooray. Oh, for fuck's sake. On the back, we've got Trick or Treat Studios again. Hey. And this figure, which I did also see at the stall. However, it was out of my price range. And this kid, who I think is the cereal kid from the second film, eats the cereal, gets blood all over himself. Oh, it's so creepy.
Oh, shiver my timber!
In the clown cafe scene. Hopefully you're familiar. If you're not, why are you watching this video? Anyway, we can also get the rest of the gang. I actually saw these guys at the stall, and that's the other figure I was talking about. Wasn't really interested in getting Sienna because who gives a shit? But the pale girl was pretty cool. I might have to get her at some point. And then at the top, we've got, you know what I'll rotate it in the edit. We've got Art looking all bloody and scary. Well, that's it really. I mean, not much to say about the box. That's about it. It's figure time. Here's Art. I had to move the camera because the lights on my display were really struggling to focus on Art here. He is quite small, smaller than the usual stuff I review, so it's difficult as is. However, I actually want to take a look at some other stuff yet, so sit tight, buddy. Some crisp fell on him. First we have this, what's it called? Butcher knife, probably. It's pretty cool. There's no blood on it, which is kind of weird, but I guess he just hasn't killed anyone yet. Clearly. Okay, yeah, there should definitely be some blood. Not nut. There should definitely be some blood on this knife. However, it's a pretty cool accessory. And that's not the only one. We got Steve Harrington's baseball bat. Okay, not really. This is something he makes in the film, but does it not just look like Steve Harrington's baseball bat? Pretty cool. There's still no blood. Whatever. Finally, we have this. I've seen the film, and I could not tell you what the fuck this is. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's there, but I spent a lot of money on this figure, so I'm glad we got some extra stuff. All right, enough of that. Art time. Okay, I think I finally found the best place for the camera. Hopefully, this looks okay. Here's Art. He's a very small figure, like I said. Smaller size to what I'm usually used to reviewing. However, what I usually do is start from the bottom and work our way up to the top. So we got his two clown shoes, very nice, just from the film. Basically exactly the same. Nothing crazy, just, you know, your usual. We got this black and white split pattern throughout the entire figure, and the blood is really nicely applied. You can't really see anything on the black. However, I mean, I don't know how you would be able to, so I'm not complaining. I love how it's all like different colors. It's not all just one solid red. It's very much kind of a fade and smear. It's just really good. I mean, the way it's done, there's even some on the back. There's actually none on the back. Okay, so that's a bit annoying. There's none here and there is some here, but I don't know, man. I don't know why he'd have blood on his back unless he got stabbed in the back, which he hasn't on the figure. So, you know. Articulation on the legs is, I mean, it's not great, I can't lie. Like, it would be good if there was an articulation joint here so we could actually move. The feet don't move either, like, at all. So the best you can do is make him kick someone like that, which is pretty cool. But I kind of do wish he moved a bit more. Also, no waist joint moving on to his waist. Yeah, there's no kind of hip movement at all. So that's a bit of a shame. However, very nice detail here. Fingerless gloves, as he does have in the film. Feel like the gloves are a little bit more grey than the same white as the rest of the suit, because they get a little bit dirty. However, I don't mind this. I think they still look pretty good. The paint job is very nicely done. I don't know if you can see there's even little blood splatters on the figure. I'll zoom in for you. On the fingers, not a finger. Duh, I'm an idiot. I got 1, 2, his little pom-poms there, which are very prominent. Something cool about the arms, though, is the articulation. Much better. On both arms, he can, use your imagination. And then his frills are very nice. I think, can his frills move? His frills can't move, but his head can. He's got kind of a tilted head as it is. He's kind of looking at you like, I'm gonna kill you. But if you wanted him to look like that from this side, you could. Wow, that's creepy. Oh, shiver my tim. I feel like his teeth aren't really yellow enough, to be honest. I mean, Art's terrible hygiene is part of his character. We've got the black dot on the nose and blood all over the face, so there's that. As you can see, one of his eyes is just completely fucked up because that does happen in the film. Wait, does it? When did that happen? I can't even remember. Okay, now I remember. He replaces his eyes with someone else's. That was a really gory scene to watch. I'm reviewing this figure with so much glee too. I mean, look, he's happy. Why can't I be happy? Again, the blood is applied very nicely to the frills. Not really much I can say to improve there. I just think nicely done. There's actually some kind of creases there. So yeah, very nicely done. One of my favorite things about this figure, and why I'm glad I took out the box, I was a little bit worried I was going to regret it, but as you can see, he's got his brain poking out. Like, I'm very glad I took out the box because I wouldn't be able to see that. And the creases on the back of his mask there is very cool. You can even see more creases on the frills there and on the back of his shirt. There's actually a lot of those kind of things all over the figure, which definitely adds a lot of depth and detail. Even the frills on his feet, each one is different. They're not just the same mold. And I think the same goes for the hands. Actually, I don't think the same goes for the hands. But it really just brings them to life a little bit more, so hooray, art, yay. The brain on the back actually is kind of just a solid dark red, but I feel like it'd be really difficult to just get in there and paint all these different brain colors, so I'm not complaining. And the fact that that's there at all is really cool and a reason to take it out of the box. His eye is basically just black, but A, that makes him more creepy, and B, again, I feel like it would be really difficult to just get in there and add loads of details. He's a very small figure, so the amount of detail for this tiny figure is genuinely really impressive. I'm very glad I bought him. He's really cool. I feel like I ran out of things to say now. I think I'm going to have him hold one weapon in one hand and one in the other, if I can. I'll put him on the shelf with the weapons I choose next to the box and show you how he looks. Here is the shelf. We've got all my FNAF stuff up there. South Park, Breaking Bad, Dexter, even with a little bit of cling film. I know, I'm amazing. And here is the horror shelf so far. As you can see, it's a work in progress. His art looking pretty cool and posed up. I had him holding this because it fit very nicely in his hand. I just put that loopy thing through his fingers. And that was a bit of a squeeze. Probably only complaint about the figure is a common one with figures that hold stuff. I tried to make him hold his bat. Some of the white paint from his hand went onto the bat, which is kind of annoying, but I'm probably just gonna leave him there. It's not like I'm gonna be playing with him a lot. So, sorry, art. Also, I couldn't seem to get the butcher knife to fit in any of his hands, so shame. But there he is. We've got his box over there, still looking sleek as ever. And a homemade ghost plush my girlfriend made me. That's right, I've got game. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. I don't know how long this video is gonna be because it was shorter than I expected, but it's a small figure. Follow for more reviews. Thanks for watching. Woo!